Oh god, we're playing this game again. We're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I know. You're coming back for seconds, you down bad. Now listen, hear me out. I heard this game gets really, really good. Bear with me. But yeah, I am a little curious to see how bad this game could get or good. But yeah, last time we were sharing our poems with each other. Who should I read my poem to next? Alright, so I read it to Yuri, so I have Sayori, Natsuki, or Monika. Let's read it to Monika.
Hi, JJ-kun. Having a good time so far?
No, I am not.
By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, JJ-kun. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem.
Great job, JJ-kun. I was going
Ooh.
in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in more effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
What? In what?
It couldn't have been
the direction
noisy
of the
neighbor. I wasn't
angry
peered
person.
inside.
I
I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in.
So what do you think?
It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day.
Anyways, who's next? Natsuki or Sayori? Let's do Natsuki.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little bit blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just doesn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste?
Do you want to get smacked?
A little. I'll pass.
Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your messages any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Last one, we got Sayori.
This is a good poem, JJ-kun. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would write poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
It's just like I said before, JJ-kun. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Dear Sunshine. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write about this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean.
I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I didn't mean eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with the language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to its desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Gigi-kun did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. And Gigi-kun liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, it's about to go down.
Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Ah! That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Gigi-kun appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Objection!
And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Damn!
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Gigi-kun started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turn to me. Oh god.
Gigi-kun, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. What's the point in making your poem so convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Gigi-kun.
Guys, I don't want anything to do with it.
There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Avoiding them is not only unsincerely limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Gigi-kun? Well...
What am I supposed to say? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I don't know what to do. I am so lost. So if I chose Natsuki, Yuri wouldn't like me, and Natsuki would like me. If I chose Yuri, Yuri would like me more, and Natsuki would hate me. Help me, Sayo! Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri, but Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes— Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. So this is why Sayori's vice president? She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
It's not like I could blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see yourself get hurt.
You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Gigi-kun, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress.
Gigi-kun, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop here? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Alright, we're making another poem. We already know who you're going. Alright, so hard and really deep words. Okay. How about variance? Okay, nice. Alright, the next day, here we go. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Gigi-kun.
Yo, Sayori, what's going on? Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spend all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face in her book as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in the book. Yuri, tell Gigi-kun to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori? I guess there is a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told me you guys were bringing me to the club before she even told me.
You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Damn, did I just slap her? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was a cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is that a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you.
Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Whoa!
I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room.
Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had to do something today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised.
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry.
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind. mind. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
In that case, I won't let you down, JJ-kun. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm not sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I know. I was kind of waiting for you.
Why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electrical kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Where are you two off to?
Yuri was gonna go make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. Monika, why are you always in the way? Like, oh my god. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
It doesn't have to be.
Monika, please mind your own business for once.
Ah!
Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve JJ-Con in club activities?
My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, JJ-Con.
Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hall, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. Yeah. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that.
JJ-Con, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
I mean, that's just what I did. Because, Yuri, nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and sometimes we can't hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
Wouldn't you hate me for saying something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
JJ-Con, I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once you fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
JJ-Con, do you like the oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, JJ-Con. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
JJ-Con, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I could read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Yeah, that was interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. So if you want to help me, make sure to subscribe. Doki Doki Literature Club kind of grew on to me. I mean, I wonder why. It's a very interesting game. I heard it gets a lot more spookier. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to like. Sorry that I missed a video Saturday. I'm actually recording this on Friday. I was busy Thursday, so I decided to just, do this. I hope you guys enjoyed. And, goodbye.